oh, well, this Raw wasn't that bad. It was a great Raw. Guys, we're 6 Saturdays away from WrestleMania 42, and this feels like a show that could have taken place in October. This called shows up in a random truck where Austin Theory trying to get around the ambulance, and then they brawl a little bit backstage, and then Jimmy and LA Knight smile at each other and do a little, like what's called, like, Heyman's getting loaded into the ambulance. They reveal that the driver of the car is LA Knight, and he says, I'll make sure he gets to where he needs to get to. Yeah. And then Jimmy bumps 4 or 5 of his finishers inside of this matchup. After that takes place, this is Dragon Lee, right? This is Imagine Dragon Lee. Just like we had Austin Hypothesis, we have Imagine Dragon Lee, you know what I'm saying? He's out here, and this dude nearly beat Gunther inside of this match. How do you retire John Cena in AJ Styles, but you're barely beating Dragon Lee? You had to pull his mask off to get him to tap quickly, because Dragon Lee took 5 finishers from Gunther on the outside. Michael Cole's yelling on commentary going, Corey, I think Dragon Lee's back is broken. His back is broken. And then after his Dragon Lee just gets back up and randomly hits his finisher, which is one of the dumbest names of all time. Dragon Lee's finisher, guys, is titled the Operation Dragon. His finisher is titled the Operation Dragon. How about Operation Jobber? Operation Jobber is his finisher. He hits it out of nowhere after taking 5. This is the problem. It's a I respect you. I love you. I care for you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the situation with that. She said doo-doo. What? Are we in 5th grade? What, not even? Are we in 1st grade? What is this nonsense? Becky doo-doo, Becky boo-boo, Becky poo-poo. Like, what are we saying? You're poo-poo. You smell like poo. What? What are we in kindergarten? This is a joke. It's a bad promo. It's embarrassing and it's cringe. She then says she wants to challenge the best woman in the locker room and then disappears to the back. So AJ Lee, who already has limited appearances, all she did was say, I'm the new champion, Becky Boo Boo, take 15-second pauses in between each line, and then say she wants to be a fighting champion. Great. Nobody cares. This segment was absolute garbage. We are bots. You know what I'm saying? That's all this is. It's a joke. Ande, latte, Kano, Bono, Sando, Banto, Starbucks, coffee, Lacha, Matcha, Dacha, Caleb Williams, Matcha Latte, Pate tea is fighting the Pate, Sate, Bate, Latte, Bache, Caramel Macchiato tea. Rusev, nobody cares. And licks her lips. Or I don't know if she licked her lips or not, but she like gets really close, right? Saying like right in Io's airspace. And then basically goes, I thank you, Io, so much for loving me, for caring for me, and not worrying about everything that I do, yeah, and bringing me out of a really tough situation, yeah, and I really appreciate that, yeah, and I thank you, yeah. And she like looks at her and like I guess it looks like they're about to kiss and some stuff like that. And then that's basically the end of that. And then Rhea Ripley tells the camera to pan in close to her, and all she says is that I'll CJ Cargo on Friday, and I will be your new WWE champion. Great. Who cares? All she's been saying for the last 3 years is I'm either going to be your... She either says I'm going to be your new champion, mommy's on top, or I'm going to take my time that you've lost, yeah? And I course I'm thinking about Polk, and I course I'm thinking about Cutie, and I course I'm thinking about Randy, and I course I'm thinking about Femi, and I course I'm thinking about Rumen. And that's the situation with that. Dominic win. Finn stops him so that Dom can try and figure out how to win on his own. And then after that takes place, Dominic loses, you know what I'm saying? Because Penta hits the Penta driver, and that's that. This is Penta's 8th Intercontinental Championship match, and he's just now winning. So why would I care about this? Could you imagine, for example, if Cody fought Roman 8 times before he finally won the championship? You wouldn't care anymore. Same way I don't care with this. Who cares? Great, Penta had 8 matches for a belt and finally got through. I'd hope so. How do you have 8 matches versus mid-carders and you win 1? You know what I'm saying? That just makes you look like even more of a jobber. So congratulations to Penta on finally winning after 8 Intercontinental Championship matches. Congratulations to him. And by the way, that's not an exaggeration. I'm pretty sure it's 7 or 8 Intercontinental Championship matches he's had since he's come to the company. And he's won literally one of them, and that was the one tonight. So, great. Who cares? We then move on this. Rhea Ripley gets on the mic. She has absolutely nothing to say. She, some reason, goes out there and is asked by Jackie Redmond, right? Jaquito Redmond, Jackson Redmond. She asked Rhea Ripley what her thoughts from going over there and grabbing. Move on to Pentagon. Pentagon wins the Intercontinental Championship from Dominic Mysterio. I could care less. Man. Wow. Take a nice little sip of the libation there, because the supposed beef with Jay Cargill and Rhea Ripley has exposed that WWE is the softest that it has ever been. You know what I'm saying? I feel like ever been. In this soft babe views, everything's about love and respect, and I care for you. I know you. I need you. I love you. I need 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 you. You don't need ya. You need to give me a good story. You need to tell me a good feud. Rhea Ripley loses.
No, Rhea, I need you to let go of all that anxiety. You know, you're the best in the world at this, okay? You're awesome. Let go of the anxiety, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and sniff your hair, and then last night on Raw, go ahead and go out there and make it look like you're gonna kiss Io, okay? Because I know I want to kiss you guys backstage, but I can't do that right now, okay? So go ahead and fake your kiss to Io. We're gonna tell stories because it's what we do, okay? You're amazing, Rhea Ripley, okay? It's what we do.
Triple H is able to do that to him because he's a fan of her wrestling matches or because he's a fan of her promo work? Of course not. You think he's sitting there looking at the post going like, man, bro, this thing crazy, man. It's crazy. Let's go to Canada, eh? We go to the six God. Yeah. You think he's sitting there looking the rest of the year he hasn't been seen since? You understand what I'm saying? And they make it seem like, oh, well, it's just a work. It's a part of the show. Or you,
Does it feel like Mania season now? Does it feel like we're telling stories because it's what we do? What we do is we tell the stories to the primary obstacle, but the obstacle, the maximum we can. We have a record gauge, okay? We tell those stories like men.
Stop! Was it
How do I say goodbye to what we had?
Ladies and gentlemen, officially been screwed yet again. I'm saying in light of all these heavy rumors and speculation of stuff of what's going to happen, which it's basically confirmed. We already know that Cody's going to win. They're going to do Cody versus Randy, which we'll talk about that in a second. But Drew already put out a tweet saying,
Sue, what do you want to talk about?
Respect you. I love you. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that Triple H pushes me to the moon because I'm the North Star of the wrestling industry. Anyways, man, it's your boy Cjax back with another video, and I'm feeling pretty mixed today, man. I'm not feeling great about this situation here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I understand that kayfabe in WWE is completely gone, okay? Take a sip of my bation, my American mule. This episode was trash. From the beginning to the end of the show, we just got one of the worst SmackDowns of all time. And you best believe that I'm going to be here wearing my libation coat to go over it. You mean to tell me that Cody Rhodes, who took 2 years to finish his story, he's going to finish his story. And he finally finished his story and he beats Roman Reigns. It's a big moment, great moment. Now, why has he won that same championship 2 times in less than the last 8 months? What's the point of this? There is no more story. It's been boring for years at this point, but it's still going on and he keeps winning the belt. And for once, this is not Dr. Libation's fault. Yeah, you heard that. The reason Cody Rhodes is winning the championship back is not his fault. It is Paul Levesque's fault because he sucks at booking. We every single time. And I'm supposed to sit here and believe that, oh, well, Road Dogg's gone, so Triple H is going to magically book. He sucks. The guy at the top, Triple H, if he is still in control, your show's going to be bad. Whether you like it, you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, Triple H is the problem and everybody can see it. You don't have Road Dogg. Although a couple of the writers were fired and let go, and your product still sucks. So how does that work? Jade Cargill and Rhianna Ripley went out there and embarrassed themselves in the mic, talking all that on Twitter, and they go out in the ring and all they can say is, I love you, I respect you, your arms are bigger than mine, my arms are bigger than yours, my hands are bigger than yours, I have libations for you. What are you talking about? Why are you comparing hand size and shoulder size? There was a point in the promo where Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill said the word respect at least 15 times. And I'm hearing Rhea Ripley say, oh, well, Jade, you know, you have a better body than me. You got a better body. What are you saying? I don't care if she has a better body. Nobody cares if she has a better body. Nobody cares. Cut a promo. The fact that Rhea Ripley can still remain to be this over and supported by so many of the bot fans in this fan base when she hasn't improved in the ring. She hasn't improved as a storyteller. She hasn't improved on the mic or as a character worker or in any of those aspects. But somehow she comes out and she's treated as if she's a legend. Stop. Stop glazing. They had a chance to make this feud epic and make it awesome, you know what I'm saying? Building in the intrigue from stuff, whether it's a worker or a shooter, whatever the heck, and they bring it into the actual show and make it cool. I was excited to see this segment, and then I saw it, and I wish I never saw it. Rhea Ripley is boring. Odd reason, they came out there and just glazed each other and said, I like your booty, oh, I like your booty, oh, I like your booty, 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 your booty. And then after that, they say, I'm that B, and the segment ends. All the people who were looking forward to seeing Cody and Drew, two of the top stars on SmackDown, put on a great championship match, even though we knew Cody was probably going to win, they didn't even put on a good match. It was boring. It was botchy. It had stupid moments like I explained with the table and the 15 million ref bumps and no interferences really. Cjax525 grabbing a chair doesn't change anything. Drew McIntyre lost himself this match like he always does. It's the same redundant character booking that they almost could have retconned if he actually won the championship and had a great reign with it, but of course that didn't happen. And I don't want to hear, Drew McIntyre actually was going to shoot a movie after WrestleMania, man. So you got to relax, man. I have my Triple H road dog, my road dog, Jesse James, the Jesse James shirt. I got my shirt in my school bag, dude. You can't get mad at the booking team. Really? You guys remember when Cody Rhodes won the championship back from Jonathan Cena last year at SummerSlam? And after that match, he had to go shoot his movie, and they let him take his time, and he shot his movie. So why is it that when Drew McIntyre wins the belt, we now have to wait, and he can't have the belt while he's shooting a movie? Well, how does that work? Thank you. It doesn't work. That's not something that many people on this roster can say. So you're doing a great job, man. Just try and keep your head up, bro, because I'm sure Drew McIntyre is probably really upset that this happened. But hey, man, it is what it is. So this SmackDown ends up for me. I'm giving it a negative 50 out of 10. This was the worst SmackDown I've ever seen. The booking decisions at every corner were awful. The segments were awful. The promos were awful. The matches were awful. And that's just the simple facts about it. This is terrible. And there's 3 hours of this nonsense. That just adds even more salt into the wound. This was trash. And Paul Levesque must be next to get fired. Forget Road Dog, Hot Dog, Bulldog, Corn Dog, Hound Dog. This dude, Triple H, is the worst booker that I've seen in my life. And it's time for him to go ahead and get shuffled out of there and get moved out for someone else. And that's the bottom line because Cjax said so.